Hey everyone, it's Exodus here and welcome to some more AC4 multiplayer and also welcome to my Q&A answers part 2. Let's get straight on with it and following on from my previous video, the next question that was lined up was asked by Master Assassin 65 and they asked me which do I prefer for next gen, Xbox One or PS4, and I kind of have to say PS4 because I've already pre-ordered it, but actually it was kind of an easy decision for me to make because when I watched all the big announcement conferences earlier this year for Xbox One and PS4, I watched the Microsoft one and they talked how they wanted their Xbox One to be, and the thing that came to my mind was that Xbox One isn't as much focused on gaming. They were more plugging the other features of the console, and after seeing everything that it can do, the first thing that came to my mind was I don't want a box that can do all these different things. I want a console to play games on. So I wasn't all that impressed. I mean, yes, some of the stuff was good that Microsoft said, but when I saw Sony's press conference, I thought, okay, this is more what I was interested in. It focused a little bit more on the gaming. I mean, yes, they did also include what other features the console will have, but like I say, I just wanted to hear more about the gaming side of things. And also, I remember when Microsoft did their conference and then Sony did theirs afterwards, and it was like Sony was saying, yep, we've just heard everything that Microsoft have said, so now we're going to dump all over you and do the complete opposite with regards to second-hand games and things. I mean, even though Microsoft did a complete U-turn. But yes, it has to be PS4, and I am looking extremely forward to playing on the PS4. I could talk forever about the Xbox One PS4 thing, but I won't because I will start ranting. So yes, it is the PS4 that I am taking on. So thank you for that question. BunniesShitRainbows, I love that name, it's awesome. BunniesShitRainbows asked me, do I think knife stuns should be changed? And again, it is a relatively easy question. I think yes, they should. I mean, I know you can still get knife stuns right now, but I think that they should work 100% of the time. So yes, bring back the knife stuns. I mean, all Ubisoft had to do was, and they kind of did it already, was up the cooldown on throwing knives. I don't see anything wrong with knife stunning, and I'm not the only player who would be glad to see knife stuns return, even though you can do them, but they are a little bit tricky. But yes, bring back the knife stuns is what I say. I also have another question from Master Assassin 65. And they ask, what was my first AC game and how did I hear about it and will I do a face cam? My very first AC game was indeed AC1. That game at the time, it was just jaw-dropping beauty, and it was something that I thought was kind of fresh, and I actually found it by mistake because I was looking for, I think it was Prince of Persia, any news about a new Prince of Persia, because I do love those games also. And when I did the search, I saw an image for this new game called Assassin's Creed, and I kind of looked, and the more stuff I saw of AC1 and Altair, the more I wanted to play it. So yes, that is how I got into AC, which I think it was 2007 or something like that when the first AC came out. Something like that. As for doing a face cam, I don't think that would be a good idea because if I put my face on my videos, I probably wouldn't get any views at all. So maybe in the future I will do a face cam as I play in some sessions. Who knows? Maybe. Just maybe. Another question here from IvanCatrovivoda. I'm so sorry, I just made a complete mess of that name. From Ivan, I'll just call you Ivan. Ivan asked me, how did I meet LaDecima, Keke, Emti and Tricky? And it's strange how you do actually meet players when you're playing and how you become really good friends with them. But I met LaDecima, I believe it was maybe 2 weeks after the release of AC3, and I think it was LaDecima saw a manhunt video that I uploaded, and he commented on the video asking if he could add me to Uplay, maybe, I can't quite remember. So we played, obviously the friend request was sent through on Uplay, and we played a couple of matches and we talked on Skype from the very start, and we just got on really, really well. And ever since then, me and LaDecima were always playing together, mostly. And then I had to take a break because I bought a new PC and there was some issues with it, even though it was brand new, so I had to send it back to the supplier and they fixed it. And in that meantime, LaDecima was playing with Keke, and I'd never met Keke before, and when I got my PC back and I loaded up the game, and LaDecima said, oh, I've been playing with this girl from Italy, and she, she's really funny, she's really nice, and all these other nice things to say about Keke, because Keke's just lovely in general. And I said, oh, well, let's all play together. So we invited Keke to a match with us and on the Skype call, and that's how I met Keke. For Emti, I think me and Emti, we just played in a lobby once together, and we sent friend requests through, and then we all got on the Skype. And as for Tricky, it was actually when I had my PS3, and Tricky found one of my videos as she was searching through YouTube for AC stuff, and she left a comment and she said, do you mind if I add you to my PlayStation friends list? And I said, yeah, sure, more the merrier, more friends than better. So, and she added me, and I got on PS3, and at that time I was relatively new to playing on the PlayStation, but Tricky was one of the first players on PS3 who kind of added me as a friend and invited me to some sessions, and ever since then we've all gotten really, really well. And I'm really looking forward because once the PC release comes out, I just can't wait. We'll all be playing AC4 together, because at the minute we're all on different platforms. But yes, that is how I met LaDecima, Keke, Emti and Tricky. All very awesome people. So thank you very much for that question. The next question is from Oliver Smitt Jeppes. I'm sorry, I know I'm so bad with names. Asked me, what's my favourite AC4 character? And I am guessing that you're referring to the multiplayer. And also, which did I prefer, the AC3 or the AC4 story? So, as I mentioned earlier, my favourite AC4 character is to be the Rebel, because she reminds me of the Trickster from AC Revelations. And as far as the stories go, I'd have to say I prefer AC4 over AC3, because for me AC4 felt a little bit more like a true Assassin's Creed game. Yes, it was still huge and there's a lot of side missions and things, but I just really did not feel the vibe with AC3. A pretty good way of summing it up for me is AC4, after playing it, I would easily play it again. Whereas AC3, after finishing it, I had no desire to play it. So yes, it is AC4 that I prefer over AC3. And I should probably start wrapping it up, because I'm losing track of time and I'm rambling on answering questions. But yes, my part 3 will be coming up in a few days' time, and I think it'll be the last part, maybe. I don't know, it depends how many more questions I have to answer. But for the meantime, this has been Exodius playing some AC4 multiplayer and answering your lovely, amazing questions. So until the next time, guys, take care everybody, and I will speak to you all soon. Bye for now.